And in News Briefing later, we'll have a lot more analysis on that visit from my next guest. Let's just discuss why we're talking to Cornelia now, because the White House's top economic advisor, Gary Cohn, has resigned. He's said to be unhappy about the president's proposed steel and aluminium tariffs and the consequences for the American economy, i.e. jobs possibly going, and of course the threat of a possible trade war. Well, Cornelia Meyer is with us, regular face here on the briefing, and CEO of MRL Corporation. Good to see you, Cornelia. So Gary Cohn going is not a great surprise, but for some it's a great loss.
Well, it's a huge loss because, you know, you had these factions. You had on one hand Navarro and Wilbur Ross, who were sort of on the trade side, who were the hawks, the people who wanted protectionism. And then you had Mnuchin and you had Gary Cohn.
And Steve Mnuchin being the Treasury
Secretary,
yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
And they balanced it out. And, you know, he was credited, as you rightly pointed out, with putting through that tax reform, which should bring with it a lot of investment and create a lot of jobs and really free up money to be invested in the US. But if we go into trade wars, that sort of nixes the whole effect of the tax reform.
Gary Cohn, formerly of Goldman Sachs, a Democrat as well. Midterm elections are coming up. I just wonder how, you know, the impact this might have on the White House, on the Trump administration, in terms of their hopes for the midterms, but at the same time, many are expecting President Trump to sign off on these tariffs that he's threatened this week. And we're on Wednesday.
We're on Wednesday, and let's see where we're going, because so far we haven't heard from USTR, who is sort of in charge of putting out these trade policies and the tariffs and making it work. We haven't really, like with so many of Trump's announcements, he announces something, but the policy mechanism behind him has not been following him. So let's see where we go with this. What really worries me about this is that he's now saying, oh, I may exclude Canada and Mexico, the largest importers of steel and aluminium into the US, because he's renegotiating NAFTA. That would be really, really bad. That's not how you negotiate trade deals. No. It's just not cricket, as we say here.
That's not how you play cricket. All right, Cornelia will return shortly. Thank you very much for now. She's heading to the green room.